how's it going? Today I'm going to freeze dry strawberries. I already bought some that are sliced and frozen, so I'm going to use that today to freeze dry them. And it's going to come out to be a super awesome, crunchy, crispy, fruity snack. Come and I'll show you how I do it. I love freeze dried fruit because not only does it allow you to preserve your fruit for a lot longer, you also can use it for so many different recipes. So whether or not you want to make smoothies or flavor your pancakes or make some water that's flavored with fruit powder, it's a great way to get your fruit in without having your fruit go bad in your fridge or get freezer burn in your freezer. So you can have powders or you could have whole fruit that is just freeze dried to snack on. There's lots of ways that you could use your freeze dried fruit. Strawberries are one of my favorites, but they take a little bit of time because they have little seeds on them. And also there's a lot of prep work. You would have to wash them normally and then cut them and place them onto the drying pans. But my hack is to use already sliced, already frozen strawberries. That way you don't have to do any work. It's so easy. You just open the bag, dump them on your tray, and shove them in the freeze dryer. So the freeze dryer has been going, but it's on extra dry time. Because the strawberries have been going for a while, I'm going to take them out. I don't have time tomorrow to get them out of here, so I'm going to do that today. So what you want to do is cancel the extra dry time and then just take your items out. Don't forget to follow the instructions that's on the freeze dryer. When you cancel the dry time, it's going to tell you to do a couple of things like open the valve. That's going to allow all of the air to escape and the pressure to get released. And then ultimately for the frozen ice to defrost and then exit out of the valve. So I'm gonna get this canceled and then package up the freeze-dried strawberries. Open drain valve to vent. I just opened the drain valve. When you feel the trays and they're warm and hot to the touch, you know that the items are done. This is what it looks like coming out. You can tell that they're done. They're crispy. So what I'm gonna do is place them right here. All of them are really hot to the touch, which is good. So that means that it was done. Now what I'm going to do is say no defrost, and I'm just going to let it do its thing. So let's go take the items and get these packaged up. Okay, so now we've got the freeze-dried strawberries. This is what they look like. These are so good. So again, because I'm not storing these for a long time, I'm just gonna place them directly into this airtight container. I might even just use this big one. It might be enough. Sometimes items like this get a little stuck, so and again, you want to make sure your hands are dry and clean, so that way you're not getting any of the freshly freeze-dried stuff wet. Remember, moisture is your biggest enemy with freeze-dried items. One thing that I like to do is just make sure that all of them, like I could scrape all of them off, and then that way it's easier to funnel them in rather than just picking them off one by one. What some people like to do is put down parchment paper. I would do that too, but I was kind of in a rush to do this batch. That way you won't get little pieces stuck like that. That's one done. Like I said, we love to eat these as just a little snack. They are so good. They are so good. I love freeze-dried strawberries. I don't even really like fresh strawberries or frozen strawberries, but freeze-dried strawberries are so awesome. I love them because you could do so much with them. I love making them into a powder or even doing like a flavored water with them. I also really like making jello with them. So if you want to see how I use my freeze-dried strawberries, just let me know and I can show you a couple of ways that I use them and a couple recipes that I like. You can see how they can crush into like a little powder. This is great. This is what I love using them for because you can put that into pancakes. You can make a jello with that. You can even flavor your waters, lemonades. So many things you could do with the powder itself to get your fruit intake increased and also not have to deal with fresh fruit going bad or frozen fruit getting freezer burn. So again, I love making my fruit into powders because it is so easy to use, versatile, and keeps for a long time. This part does get messy because if you don't put any parchment paper or anything to protect your tray, you're gonna end up with some pieces that get a little bit stuck. Same thing with a lot of fruits and a lot of stuff. So what a lot of people like to do is put parchment paper down. Some people even put a silicone mat down. I do have some of those, but I don't really like using them because it can make it a lot messier. If I'm doing something that's not liquidy like fruit, I probably would use it for next time. But this was just a quick process for strawberries, and it's not really the messiest thing to do, so I'm okay with a couple of them sticking. That's how I do my freeze-dried strawberries. What I'm gonna do with these ones that fell are, I'm gonna give them to my dog to see if she likes the freeze-dried strawberries. So again, what I'm going to do is just keep these either on my countertop or in a cupboard, but these are really gonna get used up pretty fast because the freeze-dried strawberries, what you would normally do is keep them going a lot longer in the freeze dryer to make sure that each seed is fully dried out. If the seeds retain moisture, which a lot of seeded fruits will do that, then your batch will go rancid a lot quicker. So these I only ran for about a day and they were very crispy, but I wouldn't use these for long-term storage. So these are going to be very quickly consumed in our household. And just listen to this. Awesome. So it can get pretty messy because you're dealing with so many freeze-dried things that can get crummy and dusty and gross. So what I'm gonna do next is pop some of these ones over to my dog. And that's how I freeze dry strawberries. If you want to see me freeze dry any other fruit or vegetables, then let me know. I would love to know what your favorite fruit is, because then I could do a video on freeze dried fruit about your favorite fruit. So let me know your favorite fruit down below and I will do that in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.